lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup Misfit. And before I get into the video, I apologize for this natural light coming through. I cannot block it off unless I keep my hand here the whole time, which unfortunately isn't able to happen. So we are going to have to deal with this. I tried closing the blinds. Nothing was really working. I think what I might do is maybe try and shift this desk because it's just facing the wall. Like my door to come into the room is right beside this bookcase, so it was a nice idea to have the book or to have the desk here, but I might put it behind or underneath the window, so maybe I won't be getting this stupid light and my video footage will look a little more clear. But that's for another day. Right now, we are here with my Project Level Up update, and I'm excited about this. I have been working on level 4 for the last little while now, and even though I didn't update last month, I am happy to say that if I did, I would have reached my goal of using every shade in the palette 4 times. I still had yet to hit pans in all 4 shades, but we are going to go over that with you guys now. I do have everything written down in here as always. So I think what I'm going to do is just talk about the shades that I actually hit pan on. There have been a couple outside of those 4 that I did reach for more than 4 times. And yes, I did just spoil it. I did happen to hit all 4 pans and I'm really excited about it. So as you can see some pans, you can definitely see some dips. The first shade right here, Sprinkles. Now the usage marks that I have written down are probably not accurate. They are probably off by a few uses or so, but I have marked down here 6 uses. Frosting right here I have marked down as 7 uses. Sugar Plum I have marked down as 9 uses. And this last shade right here, Delicious, I also have marked down, oh no wait, this one's 8 uses. Now, the only reason you really can't see this pan compared to these ones is because it is so tiny. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it if I show you guys like this, but it blends right into the color of the shade, but I do promise it is there. I couldn't believe it when I actually hit it. I was so happy about it. So I'm really happy that I finally managed to hit 4 pans in this palette. It was basically brand new when I reached for it. I had only reached for a couple of shades. I did a look with this palette that was requested. That is up on the channel, so please go check that out. I absolutely loved it and I liked combining a majority of those shades with other shades on the lids. So I did have fun with this. I think after I had hit my 4 use goal on most of these shades, I kind of put it away for a little bit. I didn't focus on it as much as I really wanted to or was hoping to continue to do. And I think a part of that, like I'm not even really wearing eye makeup right now either. I just haven't been doing my makeup as much in the day and I just kind of get ready to go to work in the evening. So that plays into it. Like I had mentioned in one of my other videos recently that I thought I'd be wearing more makeup this way, but I haven't been. It's just driving me nuts. But nonetheless, I'm still happy that I have managed to make it through level 4 and we are only in August, so we still have a few months left to go. So I am leveling on up to level 5. Now I have 3 palettes left because I had a total of 7 palettes in this project for this year and I was really hoping to get to level 7. I managed to complete the first couple of levels rather quickly, I think, and sitting at where I'm at now and the palettes that I have left over, I don't know if I'm going to get there. There are 4 months left of the year. I might end this in November, which would give me about 3 months left. But I think what I'm ultimately going to do is choose my level 5 palette, and I have a feeling that's probably going to be the last level that I reach for this year. I'm okay with that. The other 2 palettes, I want to kind of figure out what I want to do with next year. They really aren't gravitating and pulling me in at the moment. I did kind of sit down just before I started filming. I went over those palettes. I tried to figure out which ones, I would want to use the 5, 6, or 7 times each. If I wanted to reach for every shade in the palette that many times, that sort of thing, and then try to figure out which shades I would actually want to hit pan on. And at this point in the game, how late we are into the year, I would more than likely just be focusing on shimmers because the mattes would be too hard. So it was a whole thing. But the 3 palettes that I have left are the Gimme Glow Summer Vibes palette, the Gimme Glow Coral Nightlife palette, and then my Sugar Drizzle Sugar Dreams palette. So ultimately, I'm going to choose my level 5 palette, and what I have chosen for that is my Sugar Dreams palette by Sugar Drizzle. Now, this palette is an all shimmer palette, and I really do love this palette so much. I've used this multiple times. I've had this in a project the beginning of the year, which I accidentally pulled this in, but I want to hit 5 pans in this palette, and I don't think it's going to be difficult at all. I think I'll be able to use every shade in here 5 times. I think the 5 pans are going to be easy. And I think with the amount of time that's left in the year, as much as I would have actually loved to have this for level 7 because I want as many pans in this palette as possible, I think pulling this in for level 5, ending the year off on a high note, I can always pull in the remaining 4 shades, whatever ones those may be, into a project next year, or even pull it back into this project and only be able to keep it up for levels 1 to 4. We'll see how it goes, what I decide to do with this at the time, but this is where we're sitting at. So there are no pans in this palette at all, and I'm excited to get into this, dive my hands into it. I love every time I use it. This is one of my favorite shades, and with using this in one of the projects that I had at the beginning of the year, I actually reached for this shade for the first time, and I didn't mind it. I think this is going to be one I just use 5 times. I don't think I'm going to try and hit pan on it, but you never know what's going to happen. But I really do think that any of these other 8 shades along this palette, I'm going to have so much fun using, and I'm really excited to actually dip into this one. So I think this is a good way to, you know, kind of end the levels, because I really don't think that I'm going to manage to get to level 6. And if I do, then great, and I will just kind of play with the palette at that point. I really don't think I'll ever end up completing level 6 this year, but that is for a later date, because like I said, it is August, we're working on level 5, and this is the palette that I'm going to go with. So I apologize for not randomizing and choosing the palette with you guys and trying to figure out what I'm going to do, but I did have to kind of sit down and really choose and figure out what I want to do, especially because I haven't been reaching for makeup as much lately. I still wanted a palette that I'm going to get a lot of use on, I'm going to enjoy using, I'm going to get good progress on, and I'm actually really excited to start to dive into this one. But yeah, this was a palette that I definitely was hoping to get for level 7 if I had ever reached for that level this year. But like I said, I think this is going to be the last level for this year, and I think this is a good palette to do that with. So this is where we're at once again, just to kind of show you guys. And yeah, that's it. That's all. So unfortunately, I did not choose any singles for level 4. I won't be choosing any singles for level 5. I'm just going to keep it with the palette. I know I really enjoyed having the singles addition to this project. I'm going to try and keep that up for next year. But what I might do is kind of what I did this year, and only maybe, like, I didn't do it intentionally this year, but maybe only keep the singles in up to a certain level, like maybe level 3 or level 4. We'll see how I want to do this project next year. But for now, I think I'm just going to exclude the singles. I do like the idea of trying to finish them off, which is what I did with level 1 and level 2. I hit my pans in level 3, but I think for now we're just going to let that one go, and maybe I will try a different project with my singles just to get some better use on them, because I really haven't been reaching for them at all. And this was kind of the project that kept me going with that, and I really did enjoy it. So we'll see what I do for next year. Maybe I'll kind of switch things up again a little bit, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I hope you guys have been as well. And that is going to be it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.